What is good, TKG, and anyone that's new that's watching this video? All the culture talking to y'all, man. What is up? Hold on 1 second. What is going on with y'all, man? Look, I am officially culture. Sorry, no. We are gonna get into the video immediately because there's something that we need to talk about. Something that has kind of been bugging me for a second. Actually, you know what? You know the video's serious when I gotta take the glasses off. It's not serious, but I mean, look, man, the Drake slander has to stop. Honestly, it's gotta stop. It's gotta come to an end. It's gotta stop. I am 100% coming from a genuine spot here. Everything that I'm about to say, and I'm not even a Drake fan. So, if someone who's not even a Drake fan is sitting up here telling you that Drake needs to be taken more seriously, Drake for sure needs to be taken more seriously. Now, I just made a video where I was talking about Billboard's top 23 best rappers of the decade. And it came to no surprise to me that Drake was number one. On my list, people would genuinely be surprised if someone who is not a fan of Drake, would have him at number one over Kendrick Lamar. Because it's possible. It's very possible. Y'all have to realize this. Drake literally has been the face of hip hop since he got started with rap. Not even really when he got started with rap. Let's be real here. Back when he dropped, Best I Ever Had, when, of course he wasn't, the big Drake we know today, but this was the prelude to greatness. And I think it's cliche to say, oh no, Drake is a number one because he's a light skin, he's soft, he's, he's not, some of his shit's not genuine. Y'all have to understand that on a marketing standpoint, Drake is probably the greatest rapper of all time. If we're talking about from a lyrical standpoint, Drake is still one of the greatest rappers of all time. If we're talking about from a hype standpoint, Drake is still one of the greatest of all time. Numbers, Drake is probably the absolute greatest of all time, next to maybe Eminem. We're talking about success, again, Drake is probably the greatest of all time. And when you wrap all that up, why do some people feel like if you wrap all those number ones and those greats, that he just turns out not even on a top 100 or a top 25? There's some people that admit Drake is great, but don't want to put him top 25 of all time with all the other great rappers, the other GOATs. Because make no mistake about it, Drake is a GOAT of the rap game. He is. So if we can admit that Drake's a GOAT, why can't we just say that Drake is a top 10 rapper of all time? Because at this point, isn't it looking like he's a top 10 rapper of all time? The dude has over 200 fucking hits. If we can say the king of pop is Michael Jackson, and he has dropped similar numbers to Drake, and we can say Madonna is the queen of pop, and she's dropped similar numbers to Drake, why is it the king of rap is either Eminem, Tupac, or Biggie? But it can't be Drake, who's literally doing better numbers than those two. Now, for Tupac's sake, he has 2 diamond albums, and really they're diamond because, well, you know why, because he's dead. because he's dead, and there's a lot of sheep out there that say, oh, Tupac is great. And because you say Tupac is, because you hear a bunch of 40-year-old bald niggas saying that Tupac is great, oh, it must be true because the old heads know rap best, right? Sometimes they do, but then sometimes they spew complete ignorance. If you can say that Tupac is the greatest of all time and not have any evidence and just say, oh, it's just because everybody's saying it, I don't want to believe that, because maybe everyone's wrong. Maybe everyone's bullshitting. And I'm not going to sit here and go on a whim and say that, oh, I'm not saying that Drake is better than Tupac, because I'm going to chalk it up to you, he isn't. If we're talking about on a lyrical standpoint, he isn't. If we're talking about on a storytelling standpoint, he's not. Hype standpoint, I mean, Drake's probably got him beat there. But we're talking about numbers, we're talking about success, we're talking about the overall entertainment aspect of rap. Drake most definitely is probably the greatest entertainer, the greatest entertaining rapper that we've ever seen. Now, I don't understand why it's so against, you know, the norm to just admit that Drake is good. People want to bring up the fact that, oh, he's soft, and oh, he's a, you know what I'm saying, he has ghostwriters, and oh, you know, in the grand scheme of everything, if you don't write your music, am I really going to take away from the fact that I just enjoyed your song? Oh, just because someone didn't write it? Newsflash, we're all enjoying McDonald's fucking burgers, and I guarantee you that shit's pink slime. None of that shit is real, yet it's some of the best shit that you've ever eaten. So are you not going to eat it because it's not real? Or are you going to keep eating it because you've been enjoying it? I'm going to keep listening to Drake, and I'm going to enjoy Drake because what? Drake is a good fucking rapper, because Drake is a great rapper. You know, I'm not that big of a fan of him personally, Drake, like Drake the person, like Aubrey Graham. I'm not too big of a fan of Aubrey Graham. Kind of a cringy person. But Drake the artist, I can listen to a Drake song without going, you know what I'm saying, going crazy, going stupid. Is his fan base annoying? Yeah, they are, because they like to overstate how great he is. Now, how is it someone who just stated that he's not, I'm not only not a Drake fan, but by no degree am I anywhere close to being a stan of his, can admit and say the same things that one of his stans would say, but confidently know that Drake would be able to back up everything that I'm talking about. So, honestly, why wouldn't Drake be able to enter, like, seriously, my top 10 would consist of Eminem, Nas, did I say top 10? Eminem, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, you know, artists such as them. If we're talking about influence, we're talking about a guy who came into the game as pretty much with a chip on his shoulder, because he comes from a TV show, Degrassi, and now he's already got, you know, he's already getting looked at as the guy that just got handed this, like, jumps into the game and, oh, here's that kid, you know. So it's like, okay, well, you know, there's that guy. here's his started from the bottom guy. No, like, go back to making you a couple thousand on your little TV show, like, you know. You get put into YMCMB with Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. You come from a TV show. It's like the kid has everything handed to him. He's like the chosen one in a sense. But here's the difference. I don't think that that's Drake's fault. Yeah, he went through all that, but I mean, okay, whatever, right? Childish Gambino literally is an actor at the moment, and no one's saying shit about oh, he's only making good shows because he was a rapper first. Oh, he's only got this production level because he's a rapper. Because everyone cherry picks. The more successful the person is, the more likely they're hated on. And really, why is it okay to hate on Drake? I'll tell you why. The fucker's light skinned. He's a good actor, a great rapper, and the fucker's attractive. No homo. I mean, really, I don't really need to say no homo. I feel like if someone's clearly attractive, you should be able to say it. I don't think I need to say no homo on that. Cause shit, I say a girl attractive, you know what I'm saying, on instant. If a nigga is handsome or something like that, it's not gay to say the nigga's handsome. But if you say some shit like, oh yeah, he's sexy, yeah, okay, yeah, you pushing it. So chill. But Drake is one of the most hated on fucking rappers because he literally succeeds too much. That's it. The man has a sea of haters because he's successful. You know, for the people that watch wrestling, y'all know that John Cena's only hated on because he wins everything, because he's always the winner. He always wins, and whoever he goes up against, everyone knows that person's going to lose. Roman Reigns, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, those guys, they are the predetermined winners. They are already in your head the winners of the match. Drake, whenever he's on the radio, you already know is either a chart topper or a top tenor. One of the two. Take your pick, because the guy has the most number ones of all time, most number 10s even, probably. The guy has like over 200 fucking hits. Are we really still debating if Drake is in a top 10 of all time? Why would he not be? Just based solely off of that. We're not even talking about his awards or the gross, the net worth that he's accumulated over the years. Why is it that we're holding back from saying the inevitable? No, what we're waiting on is for Drake to die and for everyone to go ahead and jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, Drake was a legend, when he is already a legend. I'll go as far as to say Drake is a fucking Hall of Fame rapper. He's a GOAT. He's one of the GOAT rappers. The only way I'm gonna say Drake isn't the best rapper of the 2010s decade is if I say Kendrick Lamar is, and honestly, Kendrick Lamar states just as good a case. He may not have the similar numbers, but what he lacks in numbers, he makes up for in absolute pure skill. For where Drake lacks in skill, Drake makes up for in numbers. They're yin yang. They conflict each other. So they really butt heads and go at each other over and over and over again. The only person that really rivals Drake is Kendrick Lamar. You can go ahead and say that somebody like, I don't know, J. Cole or Kanye West, Jay-Z, or you know, Eminem could enter the conversation, but really it's not close. We're talking about of all time, then the only people I really see rivaling Drake is Eminem or Jay-Z or Tupac. That's it. That's really it. Or oddly enough, fucking probably Outkast, Andre 3000 or something like that. Those are the only ones. The ones, and I say Andre Outkast, it's because they have the numbers and they have the rap prowess. They could overtake Drake in the skill conversation, and they're just right there when it comes to what am I trying to say? Right there when it comes to numbers. Shit, I think Outkast has a diamond album. They do. You know? So honestly, y'all need to give Drake his credit. Y'all need to give him the respect that he deserves, because honestly, it's getting old. It's getting very fucking old when I go onto Instagram and the first thing I see is a bunch of kids talking about this nigga overrated. Really? He's overrated, but I guarantee you, as soon as he drops a song, you're gonna be one of the first people to click, because you're curious to see if it's a banger or not. Someone that's overrated is someone who pretty much is not gonna get your attention, or shouldn't have your attention, because you think that they've garnered way more success than they actually earn. Too much respect, or more respect than they deserve. When in a sense, Drake is actually underrated. Think about it. I hear all these top 10s and top 15s and top 20s of all time. I don't be seeing Drake nowhere. He literally has the skill to back it up, the numbers to back it up, the legacy to back it up, the influence, all of that. Everything that you could possibly name, Drake is in that. He's in the conversation as one of the best to do it. You can't keep arguing something that's obvious like that. So when you mix all that up, why is it that when we're comparing him to somebody like Ghostface Killer or something like that, people tend to say, oh, Ghostface was better? Because what? He's just more skilled? Dude, it takes more than that. If we're talking about raw rapping, sure, but it's more to that to become a great rapper. It's all them things I just talked about. And when you mix all that together, I genuinely believe when you put someone like Ghostface Killer up against Drake, Ludacris or something like that, Drake is overcoming. He's becoming, like, Drake is slowly becoming a guy I have to put into my top 10 of all time. As a matter of fact, he probably is at the moment because of all that he's doing. He's literally the staple of the rap game at the moment. When you think of rap, the first names you should think of, if not the absolute first, if not Kendrick Lamar or Eminem, it's Drake. In 2010s, it's Drake. In 2020s, it's Drake or DaBaby or Megan Thee Stallion. It is not weird to just admit that the man is literally carrying the fucking game of rap on his shoulders. I mean, granted, I say carry because he's the face of the industry, but there are other great artists that help carry. It's not an all absolute carry job. It ain't LeBron James in the rap game. But I'll be damned if he ain't fucking KD. You know what I'm saying? So that's my little piece on Drake. Honestly, I feel like that this man deserves much more respect than he's, this is a guy who is going to go down as a clear-cut legend and a clear-cut GOAT, and that's not going to change. So either y'all get over y'all biases hating on this man and learn to respect what you have before it's gone, because you're only irritating yourself if you tell yourself, oh, fuck Drake, I don't like Drake, because you're only fucking yourself over. The man's gonna keep making great music. He is. Or you keep supporting Drake, and all you fans out there, that you Drake fans, you don't have to remind us how great Drake is. You don't have to go to the extreme and Drake is fucking awesome. Oh, he can take your bitch. It's all right. The only reason why it's okay for me to do it is because I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna go to the extreme to absolutely prove y'all wrong and call y'all assholes and, oh, y'all some virgins. Oh, that's tough and shit like that. So it's not like that. But I'll be damned if I see some people go into comment sections on Instagram or Twitter or even on YouTube talking about this nigga is not good, because you're fucking capping on all aspects. You are. You can probably just not enjoy his music. That's fine. If he's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Still acknowledge how great the fucker is. It's not hard. I don't know why people like to just hate for no reason. Beyond any case, that's all I want to talk on. Y'all definitely let me know in the comment section what y'all think. If y'all are new, definitely subscribe, because I'm talking about stuff like this for a while. I'm going to start doing some artist breakdowns like how I just did just now, and the greatness of artists. A little series I'm about to start up. So I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but something I'm about to do. We'll say Drake is the first part. 100%. Follow the social medias, jump into Discord, and talk to the rest of TKG and the most positive community of all YouTube kind. And of course, you already know what time it is, man. Vibe. Have a good time. I'll see y'all later, man. Peace out.